Get everything set up. Get the mic put on. Poochie, what up? I got to get everything set up. Make sure my voice is working and everything. Make sure my voice is working and everything. What's up? What's up, guys? Y'all can hear me? Can you hear me? We're going to be Decepticons tonight. We're going to transform. We're going to laugh till we throw up. You hear what I'm saying? Stock Market Steve is live and direct, baby. We're going to get it. Trista, I see you. Yo, Trista be sending me some hot stories, yo. I'm telling you, she leading the pack. CC in the house. All right, I got to get y'all know how I do. I got to get all three things working and make sure y'all are all getting the proper feed. So I got to get the TV up now. I do apologize if it's your first time in here. You won't be disappointed because I got some good stories tonight. Who's a first timer in here? Put a one in the chat if you're a first timer. Rhonda Prelude, what's up? Renita Williams, what's happening? Carolina R, what's going on? Stevie O, my mom used to call me that when I was a kid. What's up, Stevie O? All right, let me make sure the TV's running so y'all can. Stevie. Okay, all right, we good. Man, we got a lot of ones in here. Victoria Space, you's a member? That's what's up. Hey, listen, y'all need to join that membership, and I'm gonna tell you why. What I'm gonna do, I do stuff on YouTube nobody else does. Hey, we got 102 people in here. Do me a favor, hit the like button so we can spread it. Because when you hit that like button, what happens is it goes on other people's feeds to let them know that the live is on. A lot of people don't know when the live is. So if you could just do me a favor, even if you don't stay, just hit the thank you so much. What I'm gonna do with my subscription, you know, everybody got merch and all that stuff, and it be overpriced and stuff. Listen, from me having a lot of business connections, I've been talking to some of the other entrepreneurs I know, and we're trying to put something together where they're trying to put something together to help me increase my database and not database. I'll be saying these words, my subscription count, and to bring more people in and introduce myself in the YouTube space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some t-shirts, and I think this is going to be cool. You know, like I'll be saying species name and stuff. I'm going to have t-shirts with like a few phrases and different type of species names and stuff. And I'm going to make them for like all different types of people. And you could pick this phrase you want. And then the front of the t-shirt will be dynamic reason. But it's going to be a nice quality stitch t-shirt, not some like cheap $5 stuff you'll buy in a corner store or something. I think it's going to be nice. I'm going to have it. I'm going to make a avatar of me. Had a dynamic reason channel on the front. And then on the back, it'll say species name, and whatever species name you personalize, it'll be a personalized YouTube shirt for you from the channel. Anybody that's a member, because this is going to cost me a grip to make these shirts. I've already counted. The money's not important. I just want to, you know, get the message out and build a family, a real community on YouTube. Anybody that's a member, whether it's a $5 member and going up or whatever, you'll get your t-shirts and merchandise free. So that's the best I can do with giving back to you guys. Because, I mean, you guys have supported me like crazy. That sound like a good idea? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if that sounds like a good idea, because nobody else is doing it. Somebody probably going to copy it off me, but they can't get it done faster than me anyway because I got the wheels in motion. But that sounds good. Somebody see you in the street. What if you see somebody got the same shirt you got on? You'll be like, yo, you listen to Steve too? I think that would be cool. And that'd be good to like see people that, you know, see I'm making an impact in a positive way in the community and abroad. Yeah, thank you so much. I think that, so I'm going to start working on that next week. But like, I mean, I never mentioned my stuff like, oh, my Cash App, Super Chat me. I don't want to do that. I want you to do stuff that, of course, you feel like doing it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to put merch up and just have anything. Cheesy hats for $25. I want to have stuff that's really nice. You guys invest in me. Thank you so much, Amy Price. You guys invest in me just watching me. You know what I'm saying? As long as you get something out of this, it's good. Now, listen, we passed the 5-minute mark. Y'all know, y'all be putting me on a time limit. I got cussed out by 25 people on the Gmail account because I didn't upload a video by 10 o'clock this morning. So we got to get this train rolling. Y'all ready or what? What you say, Rising Sun? Don't matter if you're in the USA or not. I got connects. Stock Market Steve hand go across the pond or across the ocean. Whatever you need. I'll take care of it. That's not an issue. I will get you. If I got to personally send it to you, I'll send it to you. But yeah, man, I mean, that membership, I got to make it exclusive. You know, these guys are investing their money in me. I got to make something exclusive for them. Now, the shirts will still be cheap, but they won't be cheaply made because wholesaling, I know wholesalers and all this other stuff, people that make the stuff and people like me, they're going to do all that stuff for me. King D-Light, thank you so much. All right, y'all ready? I got to get in these stories. Now, listen. The goal tonight is the laugh till we throw up. And I'm going to tell y'all some crazy shit. Y'all ready? First story is this. It's called cat food. All right. I'm in Houston. When Hurricane Ike came, right? Not Hurricane Ike, Hurricane Harvey. I think that's the last big one. The hurricane had came and like the storm like just came over Houston and like stayed here for like a whole day. All right. They never seen that before. I ain't never seen it before in my little time here, my little 15 years, right? Now check it out. After it's over, my job, a lot of you guys know what I do. I build luxury aquariums like that TV show Tanked. I do the same thing they do, but for the city of Houston and abroad, like in the area. Some work I did in Louisiana, what have you. I own my own business, but I have luxury clientele. So I've been doing this for a while, right? All of a sudden, baby girl, what's going on? Damn, you ride or die, baby girl, I hear you. So all of a sudden, when the storm is over, what happens, I take care of fish tanks in addition to building them. So I have to take care of the livestock. So like normally in my day, when I'm not on here, I'm servicing aquariums. So hurricanes for people that service aquariums is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because fish die, power outages, the fish don't have an air supply. You know you're going to get them calls and the rates go up. Not thinking nothing of it. Soon as the storm, well, while the storm is going on, I'm getting calls. Hey, Steve, we know you can't come out here, but the fish are dying and this and all this stuff, right? So I'm like, you know, and you feel bad you can't help people. So I'm like, yeah. As soon as it's done, I'll get some stuff done. I'll do it. Now watch this. I go to a client the day after this is over. We don't even have traffic lights working yet. In certain parts of the city, you can't go. But I know my work, and the longer I let these fish sit dead in the tank, the more it's going to stink. Some of these people got mansions, and they are like neat freaks, and they're like, yo, I can't have nothing stinking, and they'll like go crazy on you, right? Check it out. One of my clients that's like a dear friend of mine, and he mentored me with learning about the stock market, and he helped me build, you know, financial wealth. Let me tell you something. If this man called me, I'm coming. You might as well be my granddad. You in trouble, I'm coming. He like, Steve, we out of the country. We're in Brazil right now. Can you come to the house? 2 cats, no kids. What's going on? Thank you so much. So all of a sudden, right? Thank you, Cynthia. All of a sudden, the housekeeper stayed at the house. Now this guy got a 1-floor house, but it's like an $8 million house, right? And the reason why I'm telling you this, he did give me permission the day when I saw him to tell a story, but I don't have to get no particulars where it's at. It's in Houston, but anyway, I go over there. I don't smell anything because usually you smell dead fish. They smell like a baby's pamper. But anyway, go over there. Next thing you know, right? I don't smell nothing. Going in, the housekeeper, Hispanic, she don't speak English. So she knows me. So she points and see. She cleaning up the house or whatever. I go in the house. I go over to the fish tank and I'm like looking at the water and it looks like it has fiberglass in it. And I'm like, you know how fiberglass insulation look? But it was a lot. It was all on the top and like, it was yellow or orange. And I'm like, what is that orange light? Because like it float, all of it floated on the water. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm looking at it. I'm like, so I try to call him. He in Brazil. My phone service I guess I couldn't reach him wherever he was at. So next thing you know, right? I go and get my ladder. I come back in because his tank is in the wall and it's in the wall and it's cut out to where, it's like a fake insert that you pull off that look like cabinetry. So when you lean in there and look down, it's about this much space. So you look down in there and then you can work in the tank and put your hoses. Not thinking nothing of it. I pull the tank up. I'm like, damn, this thing really stink. And I'm like, damn, he only got like 3 or 4 fish in here. And they weren't that big. Now this tank was 180 gallons. I'm like, damn, that fish stinking. First thing I know is I'm like, ain't no fish floating. I'm like, oh, they must be in the plants or the stones and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I got to move some stuff around, stick my hand in this water, right? Now, fish are covered in mucus. A lot of people don't understand this or know this. You can take a fish out of the water as long as it's wet. You can drip water on it. Near its gills, it'll stay alive. They're covered in mucus. Mucus is like their defensive, like their immune system. So water never touches a fish because their skin is real sensitive and they'll break out. So anyway, with that being said, with the mucus, when a fish dies, his mucus coat comes off and it gets to the top of the water. It's like a film. It's almost like oil. So I'm like, I don't see that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like what's going on? Listen, yeah, I got a tank. It's trash. I ain't gonna let you look at it because I don't clean it. But the fish are alive and healthy. Listen, I look in there. When I look in there, I don't see nothing. I start pulling the plants out and putting them in the bucket. Yo, they had a cat named Oscar. I hated Oscar. Before I had cats, I got 2 cats now. I love them. Not because, LA Rams, what's happening? Thank you so much. As I pull the last plant out, I see the rock move. I'm like, and I'll go to look. When I go to look, this bloated cat came up. And at first it was like, you heard this bloop, like gas. Animals filled with gas. Stacey Dawson, how you doing? Thank you so much. It floated up. It looked like a baby pig. Them fetal pigs or whatever, like that be in a jar, but it was like the size of a cat. And it was just swole up like a piggy bank. And I heard this bloop, but it was gas. So it popped. I was leaning in and it popped in my face. It smelled like straight decomposition. It hits me and I try to jump out. And I see the cat come, like I'm looking through the water. I see the cat coming up. The fish then ate his eyes out. Can you imagine? And his mouth is open, his tongue's gone, and he's coming up out of the water. And I'm like, oh my God. And I bump my head. I fall off the ladder, and the cat's just floating at the top. When I called my client, right? Ironically, I jump out the tank. I'm like, ah! It didn't hit me that it was a cat. I thought it was I'm being honest, I thought it was a dead white baby. I thought it was a dead, because the skin looked like human skin. I didn't see that it was it just looked like a fat baby. I thought like it was a heart, like somebody had drowned a white baby in the damn thing. I'm like, ah! And then I look, and like the smell of it, like I couldn't, it was on my tongue and everything. Like, you smell something, you taste it. It just stuck to my taste buds. Like, it was like Tales from the Crypt funk all in my mouth. I couldn't get the shit the fuck out. So I lays down, right? I'm like, ah! I'm scared. I'm looking at it. About 2 seconds of that bitch ass shit. I wakes up, I mans up, I get up, right? I'm like, how is a cat in the tank? The lady like, see, Senor, she's speaking, and I'm trying to go by her diction, how she moving. The cat fell in the thing. She tried to call the people. They wasn't answering because they was in the Brazilian rainforest or something. The cat been in there 3 days before the hurricane. So day 5, I come and hear this piggy bank, this feline piggy bank floating in the goddamn water. So check it out. I said, I'm not touching that shit. Now, I'm not religious, but I remember in the Bible, I think it was in Leviticus or some shit, they said you ain't supposed to touch a dead body. You know what I'm saying? Let alone be next to it. I'm like, I ain't touching that shit. So I don't want to touch it because I got a weak stomach. Smells make me throw up. I'm weird like that, right? I'm like, I ain't doing it. The phone rings. Here she come. She laughing. She knew the cat was in there. You could have got this shit out. When it first drowned, you could have got it out. She tried to act, because you know they's going to blame her. Why'd the cat get in there? Come to find out she left the lid up when she fed the fish. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a big sign up there. Don't, Oscar will, you know, people write friendly signs with a little kitty, like a cartoon kitty and shit. Don't open the thing, Oscar, drown or something. She was in trouble. So she put that shit like, you know, she ain't know what happened. It's Velcro to stop the lid from coming up. You know what the hell happened. So anyway, phone ring. Here she come. She gonna see the cat. Now, mind you, the lid is off. The whole house is funkadunk, stinking like a mug. I'm like, oh my God, it's stinking. And I'm trying to talk to him, and I'm going. I mean, it's man. If you ever smelled death, man, you'll never forget that. You'll never forget that. But listen, right? The cat is bobbing up and down because the air filters and stuff is on, and the pumps and the power heads are moving the water. So the cat is bobbing up and down, right? But it ain't got no hair on it. I'm on the phone with him. I said, hey, Mr. Such and Such. I said, bro, your cat dead. He said, what? He had me on speakerphone. His wife is her cat. She had this cat since, because he's an older man. His wife is like 27, 28. And she had the cat since she was 16. The cat's dead. I don't know this. So you know me, I'm ignorant. Yo, Mr. Such and Such, bro, you know your cat dead, right? What do you mean the cat's dead? Are you here in the background? Yeah! I done ruined the trip. She screams, yeah! I didn't even say her cat, she just knew. Ah! And he's like talking, and he's like, what? I'm talking to her, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs in the back, and he's trying to keep his composure. And he's like, hold on. I can't resolve the issue if you're screaming like that. He ain't have no compassion for her, nothing. I'm like, damn, I said too much. So he said, Steve, you got to get it out. So he steps out of wherever they at. He like, Steve, you got to get it out. I said, that's a biohazard. You got to call ServPro. I said, he said, Steve, can you get it out? I said, yeah. I said, but it's going to be a lot of money. He said, Steve, I'll pay whatever. Just get the cat out. I said, okay. I goes back. I hang the phone up. He said, I'll call you back in 10 minutes when I calm her down. So I knew he's calling back. I go to the cat. I see the cat. I'm like, So now I done took my shirt off because I got an A shirt or a tank top under. So I got my uniform shirt. I done tied it around my head like I'm the Taliban. You know what I'm saying? I was going to tear down the tank or something. I got shit all around my mouth, my head. And the feet are sticking up out the water. It's bobbing like this. I grab one of the legs. I tell the lady, give me one of them white trash bags. She give me the white trash bag. This me. I'm going to charge him like $250 to take this out. In my head, I never told him. He know the story. That's why I'm going to say this now. So I'm like, ain't like he going to watch this. I grabs the damn back leg of the thing, but it's full of water and it's decomposing from the inside out. I grabs the cat and go to lift the cat up. The leg come off like a thigh of chicken meat. It stank so bad. And it was like milk came out of it or something. It was just disgusting. But anyway, listen, when that happened, I grab it. I'm not, because I don't want to look at it because it ain't have no eyes. It was disgusting. So I grab it. I take a towel, like a little washcloth I had. I grab it and I grab the leg like this. And then I go to pull it. And when I go to pull it, I'm going to pull it and hold it up and make sure the water comes out of it. I go to pull it. I'm like, damn, this is light. I looked and saw that shit. I threw the leg like, oh, it fell on the ground, everything. Now the floor, Spanish housekeeper. Oh, she run. I ain't paying no mind. 40 seconds later, here she come with the mop and the mop ringer, like yeah, here, you can clean it up. I ain't cleaning this up. He calls back. Now I done threw the cat leg, the cat drumstick in the bag. The rest of the cat I'm not touching because it's nasty. He calls back. Hey, did you get it? I said, no. All you heard was, God damn it, Steve. I said, bro, listen to me. This thing is disintegrated. It's been in here for 5 days. He said, oh my God, underwater? I said, yeah, it done sunk. I said, it's up there like I said, you want me to take a picture of something? He was like, you better not, just get it out. So I hear her in the back, let me talk to him, please. Let me talk to him. So he calls her by her name. He's like, he's getting off the phone right now. Steve, you're going to get it out. Thanks a lot. How much did you say it was? $1,500? Yeah. Okay. Come back Monday. I had a check for you. I said, yeah, it's going to be about that. In my head, I never said that. He named the price. He was just basically telling me, I'm going to pay you $1,500. Get this damn thing out there because I don't want to hear her mouth. I said, $1,500. I ran over there and just grabbed the cat like, fuck it. Stuck my hands in it and just picked it up. It was all watery and shit. Threw it in the damn thing. And I put it in the car in my work van, double bagged it, put it in my work van, tied it up in 2 more trash bags, and drove 40 miles with this stinking cat in my car. It stank so bad, even with those with those trash bags on it, that I had to get it professionally cleaned, which cost me another $400 because it was the smell was coming through the air vents. And I had this thing double bagged, and then I put one of the moving mats over top of the bucket so the smell wouldn't come out. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell chemical compound that is in decomposition, that smell, to make it do that. But anyway, the cat got out, and by the time she got home, he got her new cat. It looked like the tabby cat, you know, a tabby, an orange tabby cat. That hair was what was making the light orange, and like, because it was at the surface. I never put 2 and 2 together. When that shit popped up and was like bloop, and that shit was stinking, I was like, oh, nah, not for me. But yeah, that was the first story. Now this story right here, that was the first story. That was the cat food story. This story right here, we're gonna call the Sugarland Shakedown, like Sugarland, Texas. All right, this is when I first had my business, started my business. There were certain things I never did that were required for this job. You know, they say fake it till you make it. I was doing that, and luckily I was successful. I had me a little piece of crap truck, right? Little S10, right? And I had clients that had tanks that were 8 feet long and like 3 feet wide. You know what I'm saying? And like sometimes they would move. They needed these tanks moved. And one of my dear clients that I had at the time, I don't have her no more. She moved to Louisiana. She said, Steve, I got to move to another house, you know, from Sugarland to a part of Houston. Can you do tank move? So, you know, I know how to calculate it. I know how to call, you know, say how much it is and, you know, add up the stuff. This move with the fish, keeping the fish alive on life support, it came to like $3,300. So she's like, cool. And it's crazy how like you throw a number out and people just go for it. You know what I'm saying? So I throw the number out, but like, you know, you forget you're a business. People look to you for help. So when I'm throwing these numbers out of my calculations, I'm scared to even ask for it because I mean I'm new in business. It never clicked in me that things cost what they cost. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like 3,300. So I'm like, I'm scared to show the calculator. I'm like, yeah, this is it right here. She's like, okay, cool. Come back in 2 weeks. Okay. I got 2 friends that are here, that were here, that help me do stuff, move sometimes or move tanks. But we were moving small tanks like 55 gallons. We ain't moved nothing big like this. Now, at this time, I was married to the girl that was the WNBA, that played for the WNBA briefly. Remember I was telling you that story when like she took me to the playground and embarrassed me? I was married to her. So I made her take off of work and come with me because this is a lot of money this lady's going to pay me. And I'd rather have my wife there with me at the time because I trust her. I can give her the money or I can give her the check. She can get paid. And then I can come back and have exact change to pay the guys that help me. So all of a sudden, the day before the day comes. I'm like, okay, this little pickup truck is not going to work. I got to get a U-Haul van. So I go and get this U-Haul van, right? So I go and get a U-Haul and I'm like, you know what? Because my 2 friends at the end was like, they saw the tank and was like, we ain't messing with that. That's too big. We don't feel like doing it. Even though I was going to pay them, people be lazy. So I'm like, okay, I know what I'll do. It's a gas station where I used to work, and there'd be a lot of Latino dudes out there that, like in Houston and stuff, like Home Depot and stuff like that. They have like, and I've seen it, like they have Latinos there and like they do odd jobs and people pick them up and pay them. So I'm like, I'll do that, but I'll go to the gas station in the hood where I used to live and go over there because I know a couple of people that do that. And if they out there, I'll pay them. So I go over there. When I pull up in the U-Haul van, y'all, they mobbed the truck. It was like 80 people out there. I'm thinking it's going to be 10 or 12. We was driving up and they just mobbed the truck. They was like, yo. I said, wait a minute. Because, you can get in trouble. I mean, depending on how a cop is feeling that day, they can give you a ticket or do something. I know it's some type of law you break when you get them, pick people up at a gas station or something like for help. But anyway, all of a sudden, when I get out the car, I said, I need 6 people. Now, you ever seen when, you ever been around a bunch of kids and they're all fighting for your attention? And it's that one smart mouth ass kid that is just all over the place. He busting in front of people. He in your face, like invading your space. And he raising his hands and talking for other people when you're trying to talk and you're looking over here. He come over there. He that type. It's this one dude. So I'm like, hold up. So I'm looking and I'm trying to pick who I want because I need strong guys. So I'm like, all right, you, come on. So when I point, they start, I said, hey, just stand over here. So I'll point and dude be like, yo, can I take this is my son. I said, yeah, take him. I got 3. The dude that's yelling and acting crazy, he just runs over there. Now he got some size on him. So he runs over there. He a young dude too. So I grabbed 2 more guys and I'm like, hey, all right. Now the U-Haul truck that I had was it was like the kind with the slide up thing. You can drive with that up. If you have people in there, they can be sitting down in the back, but it was a long truck. So like they, so I left the thing up and I said, hey, one of us, this motherfucker gonna run and jump in the passenger seat. I said, fam, I ain't asked you to jump in the passenger seat. I said, hey man, you gotta go in the back with that because I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I'm like, hey, go in the back. So he act like he ain't speak English. I'm like, okay, this is getting off on the wrong foot. But like, I'm like 30 minutes late and picking this thing up. And this lady got to move today. I don't say that, but he already rubbed me the wrong way. Because the other people, you can see him saying in Spanish, hey, come back here. I seen him wave off like I'm getting up front. So anyway, he get up front. We're driving from Houston, Southwest Houston, up 59 towards Sugarland, right? 59 South. This him talking on the phone. Now, you know, I was raised in the hood. I know hood stuff. This guy was Latino hood, wherever he was from, just ghetto as hell. I could tell. We got in the car. I came out the gas station, turned on the feeder road, got on the highway. It took me about 3 minutes of driving. I happened to cut my eye over there to him. He had his shoes off. He had his feet up on the dash, right? Now, mind you, this was a brand new U-Haul truck. It had 110 miles on it. Everything was clean. Still smelled like a new car, a new truck, or whatever. New. He got his feet up there, dirty ass socks, and had the nerve to have the right foot, the big toe, sticking out his sock. And he up there doing his feet like this. I'm looking at the toe, looking at me doing like this. I wanted to fight over that. How dare you, you ignorant piece of crap. I'm helping you. Help me. You know what I'm saying? So they like, how much you paying? So this is me. It's 6 dudes, right? I got an extensive clientele. I'm trying to calculate what would be a good price. I said, I only need y'all for 3 hours. So for 3 hours, I said, okay, I'm gonna pay y'all $200 each. Now this is more men than I need. And regardless if we got done in 3 hours or 1 hour, they would still got the money each. That's fair enough. You know, I try to treat people fair. And I pay for their lunch. So I'm driving. My wife at the time got the S10 truck and she's driving. She got the son with her. So I'm driving. She following behind me to make sure none of them fall out or be back there fighting. You know what I'm saying? We gets to the house. When you go into this development, they got fountains and all kind of stuff. And like people be like, oh, you know, rich people stuff, the big iron gates. You know, people be looking at that like out here, that's normal. But like, you know, people be like, yo, that's some rich people stuff. So check it out. While we're driving, he get on the phone. Now I ain't talking to him because he made me mad with getting in the front seat and that toe jam bullshit. I'm driving. So I'm just driving and looking. I hear him on the phone. He bragging. That's why I say he was hood. He bragging. Yeah. He speaking Spanish and you know some words they got to say in English. He like, yeah. Sugarland. He throwing his hand up. Sugarland. I weigh 6. I got mad. I don't know why when he said Sugarland, that shit made me mad. He mean, oh, this is accent. That shit had me hot. I'm like, fucking dropping. So anyway, it just made me mad because like he was like pimping hard, like he was the boss. And I'm like, this motherfucker got nerve. I said, when that he feel how heavy that tank is, that'll straighten him out. You know what happened when we got out there? We get out there, they get out the car. When they get out the car, right? The other 5 dudes get out the car. They come right up and they line up like soldiers. This is the house. This is the house. What do you want us to do? Yeah. I said, okay, we on it. I hear my wife. What is he doing? Here, he didn't got, because he was on the phone the whole time. He didn't got the phone now. He done turned the camera on. He going around, walking up and down the street, showing himself, pointing at the houses and looking around. And he was in hog heaven. And I'm like, yo, you can't do that around here. The only time they see Hispanics a lot of times, unless, you know, they're in the neighborhood, if they cutting grass or something. Because, I mean, they had that on lock, that you know. And I'm like, what you walking up? And he all in people's yard like, yeah, mira, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah, he happy as fuck. I'm like, yo. I say, hey, come on, man. What is you doing? Now he done pissed me off. You know, I ain't trying to be bad boss. But I'm like, damn, dude, come on. I keep watching the other Hispanic dudes, and I like them dudes too. He said, they they like, yo, this motherfucker, he is stupid. Go inside. We moved the tank, and I gotta admit, guys, these motherfuckers bust their ass. I didn't have to do anything. The one dude was like, yo, I did this before. He took all the stones out. He was like a supervisor. So I gave him 300. And he was like, no, chill. We got it. He's speaking Spanish and shit. I'm like, damn, such efficiency. I've never seen efficiency like this. I swear to God. I had a taste for tacos, but I didn't want to say that to them because I thought it would be racist if we went to Torchy's Tacos or something. Just watching them made me want tacos. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I want me some tripa right now. You know what I'm saying? Viva la Mexico. Shit, I should have wore them boots back in the day, like in that other story, the Mexican boots. Remember that? These motherfuckers made me proud. And I wasn't even part of their culture. That's facts. So anyway, right, check it out. We moved the fish tank. This motherfucker ain't never touched the fish tank. We go all the way back home, take the fish tank from a house, in the truck, out the truck, in a service elevator, 14 floors up to an office building. Set the tank back up, right? All I did was point and give directions. They did it. Fill the fish up. Fill the thing up with fish and water. The fish survived. She paid me a check. Now, she was supposed to pay me cash, but something happened. She couldn't pay me. She gave me a check. I said, okay, check this big. My bank wasn't in the area, and I don't want to drive past where they're from because it'll look crazy to pay them. You know, and it was like 3 PM at that time. You know, I don't want to look shiesty with them. I mean, I respected them. We go to a check cashing place. I don't know why we just still ghetto. I was early into doing business. I didn't know all the ins and outs. We go to check cashing place that know me. So I give them the check. They cash the check. I tell my wife, I'm already irritated from this dude because he sat in the seat again after I told him not to, and the other guys didn't want him around him. He didn't wore everybody out. Then, like, he told my wife, he said, hey, when she went to talk to him, he said, hey, okay? Like, I didn't like that. But, like, I seen it, but I couldn't do nothing with what, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, all of a sudden, we get back. I said, we go to the check cashing place. They're outside. Now, the gas station's across the street from this check cashing place. So I could just pay them. They could just walk over there. I dropped the U-Haul off. You know, we got back in time, and we just go home. I tell my wife. And, like, I had to check my wife twice because I don't know why people get this thing in their head. You know, if you're a good leader and, like, you like a supervisor, people will work for you if they respect you. My wife ain't never been in charge of nothing. And she out there, she chewing gum in a lady house, and she pointing and, hey, no. Ma'am, I called her ma'am like I ain't know her. I was like, yo, you have never seen me work or do anything. How are you giving orders? So I told him, I said, hey, don't talk to them like that. Let them, you know, she was like, she was better than them. And I didn't feel that. You know what I'm saying? I could have left you home. So anyway, we go in the store. And the reason why I brought her up is this is why she pissed me off. Besides that, I said, take the money, right? Give me $1,200, right? In fact, I said, give me 13 because I paid the guy 3. I said, give me $1,200 or $1,300. I said, take the rest of the money, you put it in your titties. I swear to God, it's just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your titties in the store. I said, because I don't trust these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because not that I didn't trust them as like people. It was a stack of hundreds. Like it didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? I go outside. My man is in the damn truck still. He must have been looking inside the thing. So when I telling her this, we come out the store. She's still chewing gum. This her. Now we get out the thing. The people, I see them running up like, oh. And I'm like, why are you acting like that? I happened to cut my eye because I told her, you know, I was about to give the money, right? So I got the 1,300 in my hand. I'm thinking they run to me. They run to her. This her. This her. This is one of the reasons why we got a divorce, because just the stupid stuff. She know who I'm talking to too. This her. She got the money out. $200 for you. And I got the money in my hand. I'm like, I said, I told you to take the money and put it in your damn titty. I'm paying them, not you. So now we look funny. I gave the 200. The 3 of them. My man saw us. He on the phone. Hold up. He get up the phone to come get the money. He seen me pay the supervisor dude 3. And when I paid him the money, they was like, yeah, that's what's up. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? They was real grateful. I get to this douchebag, this him. I gave him the 200. He saw me get a dude 3. Oh no, oh no, oh no. He had an accent. Fuck this, fuck this. You have company. He kept doing his hands like this. You have company, you have company. 300? No, I see the money. I saw, Papa, I saw you. I saw you. Mucho dinero inside. Hey, now he get on the phone. You know what? Okay, okay, okay. Boop, boop, boop. I guess he calling somebody. You know what I did? You'll never guess what I did. Because me and my wife almost got a divorce over this. When he did that, like he was going to call the homies. Blackout. Blackout. I mean, I smacked this. Look, I hit him so hard because he's a big dude. I hit him so hard that I thought this part of my elbow like went backwards. I thought I dislocated my elbow. I tried to knock his ear off his head. That motherfucker say, "Ay!" Fell on the ground. I said, now you want the goddamn money or not? One of the dudes, when I hit him, the dude just took off running like I was going to smack all of them. This is my wife. You better run. He ain't got nothing to do with it. What you hype for screaming at the man? So I said, you want the money or not? He sat in there. He looking at me on the ground. I put the money on the ground. I said, you could take it or not. I said, move before you get run over. I got in the truck and backed up and we drove the fuck out of there. I got home. We argued for 3 hours. I was like a drill sergeant. I told you to put the money in your titty. What is you doing? Why are you talking to these people like that? Because I don't like when people treat people fucked up because they think I don't like that shit. So anyway, I'm from Camden, man. Black and Puerto Rican, it's like the same damn thing. You speak Spanish like, you was like black to me. I didn't know when I came to Houston, Mexicans and blacks had like a rift going. I'm like, why y'all act like that? But anyway, I mean, I'm adjusted now, but I mean, it's not like that with everybody, but I felt so bad doing that. I was like, man, I treated you like a man. You made $200 for fucking nothing, fronting on your Instagram in a rich neighborhood, acting like you lived there. You didn't even help your compadres, and I gave you $200. I shouldn't give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? The smack in your fucking face was a tip. You all agree? People will shit on you if you let them shit on you. Hell no. Fuck that. So anyway, right? I go home. I got to ice the elbow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm sitting there with this big thing of ice on. She in the house mad, telling her mom, I almost said where her mom's from, telling her mom that I cussed her out. I goes off in the room. I'm real weird like that. Don't tell nobody on me like they gonna do something. Why am I getting mad? That set me off because I'll act the fool in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think, you know what I mean? You know how people do you. So I go in there, I'm telling her mom, I start explaining to her mom what happened. Her mom like, oh my God, you was doing that? I said, she lucky she's sitting here right now. I said, I don't run business like that. I said, I'm trying to build something here. Right? So anyway, that was that story. But I felt bad doing that. But I mean, he was a douchebag. You know what I'm saying? Man, people will play you out. I got a company. So he said, you split it 50. This is what he said right before I came from the heavens on him. We do 50-50. You give us 50-50. You have company. Fuck that. Fuck that. I said, I'm not giving you no 50. Okay, Papa, no 50-50. Okay. Do. I had to give him the public broadcast. Fire! This is not a test. This is a test of the Emergency Broadcast Association. This is not a test. If this wasn't a test, you wouldn't be sitting on the ground getting shit smacked out of you. But anyway, that's that second story. And I always feel bad when people make me act like that. I ain't the biggest dude. I can't let you do me like that. Anyway, That was the second story, the Sugarland Shakedown, right? Now I'm gonna tell you another thing. After that, I never fucked with Home Depot or any type of like helping anybody. And that's messed up that he gave me that experience. Another thing about that is them dudes work hard and them people be paying them shit wages. And a lot of them dudes is talented. So, I mean, I give them respect. Them 5 dudes, I would have hired them. And I had went and looked at some ways, if it was possible to hire, because they're illegal. If it was a way to hire them, man, them dudes, if I hired them dudes, man, my company would have really blew up when it was at its height. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, them some, you know, it make me look at people differently. Like, yo, these are men like me that are trying to, you know what I mean? But anyway, this next story is called Mad Max, right? I feel bad about this one too. If y'all are into animal rights and stuff like that, that's cool. Don't judge me. This happened in 2009. I'm not that person anymore. Just hear me out. When I got to Houston in 2007, I was homeless on purpose, right? Because I came here to start my business. I had $200 in my pocket. I was dissatisfied with my life in New Jersey, right? And I was like, you know, I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna put my back against the wall and I'm gonna just go through it until I get on my feet. It takes a lot of courage to come from a city you were born and raised into a place that you don't know nothing about being. And my motivation was, hey, you know what? People come from Africa, India, all over. They don't even speak English. And they come over here and get rich. Why can't I? I'm missing something. Let me go into the wilderness and see what, you know what I'm made of, what values my parents raised me with, my grandparents, that I remember. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what's up? I get this interview. I'm homeless, right? I get this interview. Well, I lived in shelters. I was like a bum on the street. But anyway, I get this interview, and I can't say where it's at. It was a pet company though. I get the interview. The guy hires me on the spot. It's a dog in the damn showroom, and it was an old ass German Shepherd. This German Shepherd was old. This motherfucker looked like a camel, you know, or a moose. You know how moose have real skinny legs and their paws be big? That's how old he was. He laid around most of the time. And they was like, oh, that's Max. He don't move. He old. He like 100 years old. And they was like, hey, Max. They whistled and like, you know, he whined and did his tail. I thought the dog was cool. He laying on the bed. And I'm like, damn, that's a big ass. He was big though, but he was just skinny. Like his legs were skinny. Long story short, they hire me, go take a drug test, lab core the same damn day, get the results. I get to work. Now I feel like I'm back to myself. You know, damn, just some type sense of purpose. I can start my dream of building a business, so on and so forth. The next day I come there, he like, be here at 7. I get there, for some reason, everybody is late. So the gate is open. I walk in there. From the side of the building, right? Here come Max. Max is walking up, right? Because I guess they keep him outside to deter people from stealing or whatever. But I didn't know the dog could walk because somebody said they hardly ever see him walk. He comes up. I'm like, I'm happy. You know what I mean? It's my first day at work. I'm back in the fold. You know what I mean? I feel like a man. I'm walking. I see Max. Hey, Max, what's up? I stick my hand out. You know what that motherfucker did? He couldn't run anymore, but he was trotting up to me to attack me like a guard dog. This motherfucker ears went back. He opened his mouth. This motherfucker fangs was like this. And he was a German Shepherd. You know they train to bite pumpernickel bread. Fuck that. Soon as he opened his teeth, I saw the civil rights movement. That motherfucker's I said, shit. I jumped to the side, and his old ass went to turn, but he couldn't like twist his feet. That motherfucker went to bite. I wheeled my foot right in his ass. Get your ass out of here. I swear to God. And I kicked this motherfucker hard. He was a big dog. I thought he could take it. I kicked him. Get your ass out of here. I hit his nuts, and his ass flew in the air, and he was running on his front feet. and he hollered and he went around the side of the building. I ain't thinking nothing of it. So I don't say nothing because I don't know nobody to tell the story to. Like, yo, the dog tried to bite me and shit. So I'm in there sitting there, and people coming, they don't know who I am. They looking at me. I'm introducing myself. They're like, oh, okay. So you hear him saying, hey, is Max here? Where's Max at? And like, you know, it was a field job where we go out in the field and do stuff. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I worked from 7 to 12, my training. They had me go with somebody that was getting off early so I can get an idea what the job is. They can measure me for uniforms, so on and so forth. So all of a sudden, I come back. The whole inside of the office, like the office people, are crying. They're crying. They're hugging each other and everything. I thought they were laughing. You know, people crying, hugging, like, you know, people tell jokes, they fall. I'm like, damn, this is a live place. I'm like, this place, all right, they laugh and joke here. That's what's up. I'm gonna fit in real good. As I get out the pickup truck and go over there with the dude, they got a sheet on the ground. And I see something under it. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, it's a body? You knew it was something dead. And they're crying. The owner that hired me, that was his dog. I kicked the dog and he died when he ran around the side of the house. He had a cardiac arrest. I felt, but no, I ain't gonna say I felt bad. He tried to bite me. Shit, I thought he was racist. Shit, I'm black. They train to bite black folk. I thought he was racist. Fuck that. You know how it is. I had to defend myself. Motherfucker dead. It's not funny that the dog is dead, but it's just funny that this whole thing came out. So next thing you know, right? They call me. I go to leave. Then they say, come back and we got to measure you for uniforms. While I'm getting my uniform measured, the same man that hired me say, come here. I'm like, huh? Right? Now, yes, the day before, they're like, oh, he can go in at any time. He's so old. We're talking about one day we'll come in here and he won't wake up. He'll be dead somewhere as long as he ain't in the showroom stinking. They making jokes about it. I'm not thinking nothing. They said, I go in there. He said, I'm going to ask you something. Did you kill my dog? I said, what? No. What are you talking about? I'm still not putting it together. When I said that, that man looked at me for about 10 seconds, double blinking like. And he walked off. And I'm like, why the fuck would he ask me, did I kill the dog? I goes outside, all I hear is, over the thing, he called me my name, Steven such and such, to the office. When I come to the office, he busts out the door, bumps my shoulder, holding his face, his wife in there. How could you? I said, how could I what? They had me on camera. They rewound that shit. I booted that motherfucker in his ass hard. The side camera, when he went around the corner, he laid down and he just kept heaving, like, you know what I'm saying? And foaming at the mouth, and he died. I felt like shit. They kept, now this part is, it's messed up, but the only part that was funny, right? You know, like in the NFL, where they, you know, in the NFL, when they keep showing the replay when the ball be getting fumbled, they had that toggle thing. They kept doing with me kicking him in the ass. So it was like his ass was going up and then he was going back. His ass is going up. I said, do you got to keep doing it? I'm silly. I can't, some stuff I can't stop laughing at. And she keeps doing it. And it looked like he was doing double dutch with my foot in his ass. He was like he was donkey kicking his shit. I said, you got to keep doing that. And she was like, he must have had a heart attack or something. And I'm like, So anyway, they fired me. I got fired in like 4 hours of having a dog, because I kicked the dog in the ass. I felt like shit. Back to the streets I go. Shit. He looked like a stray dog anyway. I should have lied and said it was dark out there, even though the sun was. But man, damn, I felt bad about that. That was Max, man. R.I.P. Mad Max. I mean, I did feel bad. I'd never killed an animal like that. But no, I'll tell you another story that I'll write that down. That'd be another story for next week. I killed this animal by accident. But yeah, I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted to show him who, you want to be dominant. I wanted to show him who's boss, not kick, I kicked him in the balls, but I didn't want to play kickball, literally. I thought when I kicked him, he would like, you kick a dog or like you go to hit a dog when they do something bad, they scoot their back legs up and they move fast. I guess he couldn't do it no more. His back, he didn't have a strong back. I just kicked him and like his shit just flew. He started twerking. But anyway, that was the story. Now, this is the last story. I'm going through these stories pretty quick. This story here, I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention to. This one here is the Cellmate Predator. This is the first time I ever went to county jail. I went to county jail for having a warrant because I didn't pay a ticket. I didn't know I had a warrant. I got pulled over. They sent me to county jail on a Friday. That's the worst time to go to jail because you can't get out till Monday no matter what unless they bail you out. I get in there because I had a warrant for a ticket that was like parked in front of the courthouse. The ticket fell off the car. Some crap. I don't know. But anyway, I get in there. So I have a cell to myself. Camden County Jail. Y'all from Jersey, y'all know where Camden County Jail is, South Jersey. I'm in CCC, right? So I'm in the room and they lock you. The way it is, they lock you in 7 day. It's called 7-day lock. So I'm in 7-day lock. I don't have a cellmate though. So I'm just chilling. I don't know nothing about jail. So they put me in that, it's nothing in there. I got some writing utensils, all this stuff. I don't call nobody because I know I'm getting out on Monday. TV court. They're like, yo, you getting out Monday. So they don't try to order commissary or something. You're getting out. So I already know I'm getting out. So I'm like, oh, I'll just stay here, sleep, and everything will be okay. I get in that goddamn room. They closed that door. It wasn't nothing in there. It wasn't nothing. I'm thinking it's reading material. I don't know. I ain't been in jail. I'm like, there ain't no books here. I'm thinking it's reading material. Something I can write some rap lyrics or something. I'm playing on that. But like, what I mean? It's something I can doodle something. It's nothing but my mat. Couple rolls of toilet paper. No pillow. And I'm just looking out the window. Looking out the slotted port. Laying in the bed. Looking out the window. Looking out the porthole into the thing. Laying in the bed. Looking out the window. Looking at the port. 3 hours passed. I was going crazy. Like, oh my God. Like, when is the sun going to go down? But anyway, that's Friday. I got locked up around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it took me at that time, by 4 o'clock, I was upstairs. And this was like, close to springtime. So like the sun was still out a little bit. But like time was going so slow and it was ice cold in there. They keep the air on like blast. So I'm in there and I'm like, damn, I wish I had somebody to talk to. I can't do it. I tried to do the push-up thing. I did 10 after that. I was like, what time is it? The time was dragging. I couldn't take the shit. So I'm laying. Now it's time to go to bed, right? Because they cut the lights off at like 9 or 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, they cut the lights off. So we got the big ass light that's in there. It cuts off automatically. I turn into a chicken and automatically my biological clock says lay down and shit. I ain't got nothing else to do. I lay down. I started sleeping. Now I'm on the bottom bunk. Top bunk ain't got nothing on it. I'm laying there. In fact, I was on the top bunk. I'm gonna show you how stupid I am. I'm like, this is my only time I'm gonna be in jail. So I'm gonna be like, yo, I slept on the top bunk because I can look out and see people walking by. So I get on the top bunk and the bottom bunk empty. I wake up, now I'm sleeping on my side and I'm laying and I'm like, I hear this. I'm gonna see if I can imitate it. Please, please. Oh my God, please. I said, what the fuck is that? I turn over and the guy see me. Now he really like, but he don't want to bang on the door. I'm like 150 pounds. It's no way he's scared of me. I'm like, who is this dude? I'm like, bro, you all right? I'm like, okay, now I'm getting scared because he's scared of me. A scared person to kill you, right? I said, hey, man, my name's Steve. I started commenting, please, I'm scared of him now because he's scared of me. He calmed down. I go sit on the thing. I said, well, I ain't gonna get no sleep. I said, what? How you in here? About an hour of him calming down, guess why this guy was in jail? An hour after he calmed down, right? He like, I gotta get out, man. They pulled me over, my car. I'm like, oh, okay, he's upset because of his car. It wasn't because of that. The next day, me and him in the room, right? We can't get out. They bring the trays to you because you in 7 days. So I'm in there, you get to know, you talk to people and you get to know them. So with me getting to know him, he a cool dude, like just a regular dude. I'm like, yo, you all right? I said, where do you live? He said, Cinnaminson, New Jersey, right? Which is right up the street from Camden. So I'm like, you okay? He was like, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. He said, I'm messed up. Now this is the next day. I didn't got to know him. He cool. I like him. We laughing. I got somebody to talk to. Time going by fast. He told me what he was in there for, guys. I couldn't believe it. He has a wife. And I want you to hear me how stupid this is. He has a wife and a daughter that's 14. His wife's best friend has a daughter also that's 14. This guy, Joanne Moma, what's up? Thank you so much. This guy is friends with the family of I'm saying this wrong. His daughter's best friend, the mother is the best friend of his wife. So that makes sense. So the wife and the daughter are best friends with these people. He set it up to where the friend of his daughter, the 14-year-old girl, he took her to a hotel, a little cheesy motel with some wine and stuff like that. I can't believe he told me this. With some wine and some adult stuff to mess around with her. When he got in there and tried to get crazy, mess around with her, she said, oh, you gotta have a condom. Oh, I'll be right back. He left her in the motel room. He drives out, goes down the street about a mile to a gas station, comes out, makes an illegal turn. The cops pull him over, come to find out he had a warrant for unpaid child support from a previous marriage. Now he's locked up and he's gonna stay in there for a long time. That's why he was like, because the girl is in the hotel. Check this out. He took her to a hotel 15 miles up the road from where she was at, so she can't walk home. Her cell phone was in the car that they towed. So you got this 14-year-old girl in a motel room in a cheesy area. You ain't came back. And she can't call her people. How y'all think that turned out? That's a hell of a scenario. Soon as he told me that, I got right up and went right to the door and stopped talking to him and just looked out the window. I'm like, bro, you fucked. But in my head, I'm like, yo, this dude ain't shit. So, I mean, he was in the room with me, but I ain't really fuck with him like that. Like, he talk up, yeah, because I got to be in there with him. But I couldn't wait till Monday TV court to get me out of there. He is in a box. You got to explain that. Now this girl is gone and missing. How do you get yourself? And like the thing that's crazy is he looked like a normal guy and he was a regular dude. You would never know he was doing that. That is the craziest scenario I've ever seen to be in. But that was all the stories I got for y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? We made the 1 hour point. So is there anything you guys want to talk to me about specifically? I mean, we can open the floor. I can talk for about 10, 15 minutes if y'all want. I mean, I usually try to make it like an hour, but I did good. Anything you guys want to talk about? Hey, you know what, man? I got the best subscribers and the best community. I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, if I don't make a video by 11 o'clock, I get flooded in the comment section. If Steve went missing, I think one of y'all would find me. Stock market Steve went missing. Y'all would look for clues in the damn. Y'all would look for clues in the room, like it's on his pillow. Like it's like the clues on his pillow. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all. Steve, me and you, Navy versus Marines. I was in the Air Force. I just wear a Marines shirt because somebody gave that to me. You know what I'm saying? Chris said he interested in aquariums. I don't know. Navy versus Marines, I'd go in the Navy. Only because they have technology. If I was in the technology, I would go in the Navy. If I was into like going crazy, Lily is 660, thank you so much. If I was into going crazy and like war type stuff and being like battle-born, I would go into the Marines. My thing with the Marines is that strict code of you got to have your face done and everything got to be shiny and like, you know, I know you want to have an image, but I mean, in the real world, I don't see where that takes me after that, you know, and they run all the time. Now I was active back then, but I mean, I was trying to make a career out of it at the time. I'm like, I ain't trying to jog every day for 20 years, you know, to get a pension, you know, but you say, King Delight, I'll be popping them videos out. Yeah, I do. In fact, I got a video I just did, right? It took me 20 minutes to make the video that I just did about, what's her name? About the boyfriend. She has the boyfriend and he was found in a car. Why do I got a mind blank right now? Alicia Watts. Man, I think her boyfriend did that shit. You cannot tell. I know. How can I can't say what I want to say on here. Tabitha Diamonds, thank you. I know my people, you know what I'm saying? And I know these scenarios. So I can't really say that on here a certain way. But yeah, Alicia. And did you see his criminal past? All of this stuff lines up with it. It all lines up with what he did. Yo, he got a malicious assault. I forgot what it's called. Malicious assault. That's like when you try to kill somebody. Somebody has to stop you. You know what I'm saying? That's like when people be knocked out, they be punching them, they be motionless, and they keep him. That's called malicious assault. Jesus Christ. How much rage you got in you? You know what I'm saying? And this is my thing, is like, how do you get to the point where you listen? I can meet a girl and know she's trouble. It's like women can't do that. And she's smart. She's around highly intelligent people. But I'm gonna say something in her defense that I did not say in the video. When you are professional, you have a hard time meeting people that are on your level, not money wise, but just intellect wise and how they value things. I employ anybody to start a business if they ever get a chance to. Because if you start a business, you will understand money. You will understand that the business is not who you're, not the business. You're a part of the business. Like, I'm such and such, right? My business name is such and such. People see you got a business and automatically want you to take money out the business to let them borrow for a personal thing. I can't do that. That business has to run independently because it's watched by the IRS. It's watched by the state. It's its own entity. I'm just a part of making it run. Just because I have a business don't mean I can just give you $30,000. You see what I'm saying? People don't understand the value and they don't understand how businesses work. People don't understand that when you're buying bread in the store, they paid a certain price for that bread. The markup is what they make. So if the bread is $5, they're only probably making at the most off of bread, depending on what it is in the stock market or whatever, they might make 80 cents off of that $5. You know what I'm saying? The cut is 80 cents, but they paid $3 or something, and they add their cost on top of it. Another thing a lot of people don't know, when they say they don't want to, Rena Simmons, thank you. When they say they don't want to pay taxes, that's an insult. The government and the state give you incentive to charge taxes. 8.25% is what you charge after the net, right? It'd be the net price, 8.25%. Your sales tax ID, they give you pamphlets, they give you 2% of that. So the taxes they're charging, you're getting some of the taxes. So why people ain't paying any taxes? And that's the thing. I see people doing tax evasion, you're still getting a cut. That's why they lock you up for all that. It's so serious with them. They're not getting all that money. You getting that money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man. If you ever get a chance to do a business or invest in the stock market, that's another thing. I got a stock market channel that's growing in subscribers, and I ain't made a video in 2 months because this really takes my time. But I'm rambling. Let me go back to what King Delight said. I ain't mean to do that, King. You know, y'all know I ramble. You let me. I can crank a video out in 20 minutes if the internet is working, and like, you know, because I've been doing this so much. I got 1,000 videos I did in a year just practicing on here. You know how it is. I shoot my videos like I'm doing this. I get on here and I just talk. I write some key things up here on my whiteboard. That's why when you see my eyes going up, and then I'll just run with it because I think that's more efficient to me. I'm a people person. You get a better reaction when I look like I'm talking directly to you. And I think that's what's helping the channel. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. And tomorrow I got some new videos coming out. Now I just, as we speak in this video, done uploaded on YouTube. Give me about 15 minutes. And that other video we was just talking about the boyfriend, and I'll post it in addition to this. But guys, listen, it's the weekend. Y'all be safe. And I'll see you in another video. As always, I appreciate all of the super stickers, the super chats, the support. Give me some time. I'm working on it. A lot of you guys are sending me stories and stuff. I do appreciate that. Now, I used to shout people out, but I'm getting hit so many times, I can't even remember who's giving me these stories. But yeah, I want to get back with this merch and stuff for my members. So another thing is I ain't shouted my members out. KO, hello nurse, what's up? Tomorrow, in my first video, I'm gonna shout everybody out that's a member. So you'll hear your name up there, and like I'll write your name so you'll see yourself. I am appreciative, and I'm losing my voice. I try not to drink Mountain Dew. Like I have a Mountain Dew, I'm about to say fetish, but I ain't trying to fuck it. I mean, I have an addiction. I love Mountain Dew. My voice is getting tired because my throat is parched. Give me 1 second while I sip another successful live stream with the pinky up. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't know why I do that at the end. It's just part of the show now. I will see you in the next video. You know I love you as usual. Keep thinking. Take care.